What is going on, guys? Joel here, back with another video, and today I wanted to start a new kind of series, kind of more of a series where I just chill out, more of laid back type of video where I talk to you guys about something, maybe a topic, and things like that. So today what I wanted to cover was the Apple event. Apple announced new products at their Apple event. This took place on September 12th. I'm actually recording this the day after. I was trying to record it yesterday, but things came up and I couldn't get it out on time. So kind of want to give you a recap, and for those who missed it or just don't know anything about it, here it is. And I just knocked out my stuff. So Apple announced a few new things, starting off with the Apple Watch Series 3. So there's going to be a new Apple Watch, and what's special about it is the fact that it has built-in cellular. So what does that mean? Basically, you can receive calls, make calls, and receive messages, text people, and also listen to music, stream music without even having your phone next to you. So you can forget your phone, and all your phone calls will go to your watch using the same phone number. So that is something cool. It's going to be 70% faster than the Series 2 model. It also has Siri that talks back to you now. So Siri actually talks, whereas to before it never talked. So you kind of had to look at the watch and see what's going on. It's still going to be swim proof. It has its GPS built in still, and it does have a W2 chip built in. The actual screen itself acts as an antenna, so that was pretty cool. It is going to be slightly thicker than the Series 2. It feels like it gets thicker and thicker as years go when they release a new Apple Watch. But this one's going to be 0.25 millimeters thicker. They kind of compared that to 2 sheets of paper, so not that thick. Or you won't really be able to notice it if you put it on your wrist. Now, they did mention battery life, and they say it should last all day. They say all day, about 18 hours. I really don't have any issues with this one being powered on all day. I could wake up, put it on, and then it'll last me till I get home at night, and then just put it to charge. So I haven't really had issues with battery. I just always charge it every night, just like I do my phone. Now, the way you'll be able to tell it apart from all other Apple Watches is it has a little red dot for those that have cellular. They are releasing a non-cellular model as well, which is going to be slightly cheaper, and that brings me to the price point. The cellular model starts at $399. It's going to be available in space gray, gold, and also silver. And also, if you want to go with the stainless steel, they also have that, which is the one that I have. I have the stainless steel black, and they also have this new ceramic space gray, which looks pretty dope. It's going to be costing $12.99, just like the previous ceramic white model. That's more expensive than the new iPhone, and that's, yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about that here in a minute. So yeah, Apple Watch Series 3 starts at $399. If you want to go ahead and get the one without cellular, that one's going for $329. So you can get that for $329 or $399 with cellular built in, and that is launching on September 22nd. September 22nd, you can go ahead and pick it up at the store. You can order it. Pre-order start on September 15th. Check that out. Let me know what you think about that. But we also have the Apple TV 4K with HDR support. Finally, they released a Apple TV, which will be replacing this one right behind me. It's going to have the A10X processor chip. So it's going to be a pretty beastly processor inside that 4K Apple TV. So compared to the previous version or the previous generation, it'll be 2 times faster in performance, and then 4 times better graphics than this one. So good little improvement over the last generation, and finally it has 4K. And pre-orders for that start on September 15th, just like the Apple Watch, and then they launch on September 22nd. And those start at $179 for a 32 gigabyte model, and for $20 more you can get a 64 gigabyte model. So $199 for the 64 gigabyte model. But yeah, that's the Apple 4K HDR. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you want to see coverage on that, because I might be putting a video out on that. Since I do have a 4K HDR TV behind me, I want to get the full experience, even though, I mean, 4K content is already built into that TV. So yeah, I don't know. But Apple TV 4K, let me know if you want to see a video on that down below. Next thing is going to be iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. So those are the confirmed names for these new, or the next, this is the most durable glass in a smartphone, which I want to try that out. I don't know, Apple has always been, I don't know, their glass shatters quite a bit. So maybe we'll put that to the test in a future video, who knows, see how durable this glass is. But it's gonna have glass on the back, of course glass on the front, and it is gonna have a Series 7000 aluminum band around it. But another thing that sets it apart from the iPhone 7, 7 Plus is that it has a new HD Retina display that has the True Tone capability now. So if you're not aware of True Tone technology, it is available on the iPad Pros, and what it basically does, it adapts to the color temperature around you. So that way, like if it's warmer, like if you have warmer lighting, it'll basically turn into a warmer temperature, and if it's cooler, then the display will turn to a cooler temperature. So it basically adapts to the environment around you, which is pretty cool. It helps with the eyes for sure, and that's what True Tone basically is for, to kind of help with the eyes when you're waking up in the morning, late at night, or something like that. Now it's still going to have the same type of resolution display on both the 7 and 7 Plus, and also the same pixel density in that Retina HD display. So basically the True Tone is what's new in this display pretty much. Now we also have the new A11 Bionic chip, which, to sum it up, it's going to be a pretty powerful chip. It's one of the fastest and smartest smart chips in a smartphone, with 6 cores. So yeah, I mean, Apple always seems to nail it with their chip along with their software. So this chip is not gonna be a letdown, I can guarantee that. It's also gonna have improved stereo speakers, so it's gonna be 25% louder than the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus ones. Alongside that, we're gonna have new sensors on the back for the 12 megapixel camera. So the megapixels haven't changed, but they are improved sensors. So it's able to record now in 4K up to 60 frames per second, which is awesome. And it even supports 24K, so like your cinematic look, if you want to get that from straight from your phone, you can record in 24K, which is awesome as well. And also we have 1080p at 240 frames per second for slow-mo, so it doubled the slow motion frame rate from last year's model. Now that's going to be on the iPhone 8. Now of course on the iPhone 8 Plus, it's going to have the same camera sensor, but the 8 Plus has the dual camera, so it's going to have a telephoto and a wide angle lens, still just like the 7 Plus, but it has been improved. So this, you can also record in 4K up to 60 frames per second, still do the 1080p at 240 frames per second for slow-mo. But it has a new feature for portrait mode called portrait lighting. And if you're aware with the 7 Plus, it has this portrait mode where it blurs out the background and focuses more on the subject. On the iPhone 8 Plus, you still have that, but now on the iPhone 8 Plus, you have this new feature called portrait lighting. And with this new feature, what it allows you to do is change the lighting on your face. So for example, you can change it like if you're at a studio with lighting, like for example, I have 2 big studio lights, soft boxes hitting my face, so you get better lighting on the subject's face. And also another thing is on the background that's blurred out, you can actually change it to like a black background, and it'll feel like you're in a studio taking portraits and stuff. But aside from that, it still has Touch ID, so you can use your fingerprint to unlock your phone and everything, and Bluetooth 5.0. It remains water and dust resistant, just like the iPhone 7, 7 Plus. And with the glass back, it is now wireless charging capable. About time that Apple embeds this onto their devices. So wireless charging, and now if you're charging through a cable, it is fast charging capable now, so it'll charge to 50% in about 30 minutes. So that's another thing. Finally, Apple has fast charging capability on their iPhones. But yeah, the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus is going to be available in silver, space gray, and this new gold color that they did. And those will start at $699 for the iPhone 8 and $799 for the iPhone 8 Plus. And it's going to come in 64 gigabytes. But if you want to get the higher storage, they actually just released 2 storage tiers this time. 64, and 256. If you want the 256 on the iPhone 8, it's going to cost you $850, and the 256 on the iPhone 8 Plus is going to cost you $950. And pre-orders for that start on September 15th, and they launch on September 22nd. So what do you think about the iPhone 8 and the 8 Plus? Are you picking that up? Let me know. But on to the next and final thing, and that is the iPhone 10. So the iPhone 10 is going to have an all-new 5.8-inch Super HD Retina display. It's going to be a bezel-less phone, and so pretty much the whole device is going to be a screen. And yes, if you're wondering, this phone has no home button anymore. So pretty much how this phone works is it's going to be all screen. There's going to be like a little little tab at the very bottom, and to wake up the device, all you got to do is tap on it. It'll wake up, and if you want to unlock your phone, you just swipe up from the bottom, and then your normal passcode would pop up. But they also have this new technology called Face ID. So with Face ID, you'll be able to unlock your phone by simply looking at your phone, and it'll recognize you and it will unlock. So at the very top, you will see this notch, which I don't know how I still feel about it. It just looks funny. The two ears, I guess is what they're called, or what they call them, on the top right and the top left corners. Right in the middle, you have this notch where all the sensors and the camera sits. So Face ID is, to simply put it, it recognizes your face. What it does, it uses facial mapping, and it projects and analyzes, I believe they say 30,000 dots on your face. That's how it'll recognize you. To set it up, it seems pretty easy. All you do is like look around to set it up, and then you're good to go. But it does adapt to you, meaning as you grow, or as you get facial hair or shave, if you put on hats, everything like that, it'll still recognize your face. So Face ID will also work both in daytime and nighttime. Won't have any issues apparently with that. And I guess one of the questions that did pop up to my mind, and many others probably, is can't they just use a photo to unlock your phone? So if someone, for example, has a photo of you, can they put their phone up to that and it'll unlock? Apparently no, because with this new Face ID, with all the 30,000 facial dot stuff that they map, it is very secure. They've gone through several tests where they even create like masks of people, like Hollywood type people create these masks that look exactly like the person, and it still fails. So yeah, it seems pretty secure, and it does require you to actually be looking at your device. Someone asleep can't just pick up your phone and then try to scan your face and it'll unlock. You have to actually be aware and looking at it with your eyeballs open in order to unlock. So for those of you who might be wanting to do that, it won't work. Now it does have a new side button, is what this is going to be called now. And then with that side button is how you pull up Apple Pay. If you simply press that twice, it will go ahead and pull up all your Apple cards, just like on a Apple Watch. And by pressing and holding that side button on the iPhone 10, it will launch Siri. Now the camera on the back is going to share the same camera sensor as the iPhone 8 Plus. So you'll be getting that new portrait lighting feature that I spoke about earlier. But with this new camera on the front having face detection and everything like that, you have this new feature called Animoji, which is basically emojis with facial expressions. So whenever you're texting people, you can pull up an emoji, and with your facial expression, you can send either you being sad or mad or anything like that. Send it over with a voice, so it'll be like you have a mask. You can do it with several little characters, little emoji characters. So I don't know, that seems cool and all, but don't know how much that'll be used. Now going back to the rear camera, something that sets this apart from the iPhone 8 Plus that I didn't cover, only one camera has OIS, but with the new iPhone 10, both cameras have optical image stabilization. So you have better stabilized photos and videos through both cameras now. So that's also something that's different from the iPhone 10 and the 8 Plus. So with the iPhone 10, it also is going to be wireless charging capable and also supports fast charging, just like the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. So that's pretty much everything that was announced at the Apple event with the iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and the new iPhone 10. Also, they did mention that the iPhone 10's battery is going to be 2 hours longer, last 2 hours longer than the iPhone 7. I don't know what to take from that because battery usage all depends on the user and how the user phone. So I don't know if that's even going to be any different than the current iPhone 7. As far as, oh, and the whole wireless charging thing, it is Qi wireless charging capable. So it will work with those wireless chargers that are currently out, but Apple is making a wireless charger for your devices and they're calling it the AirPower. So it'll be able to charge all 3 devices because it's a mat where you can place your iPhone, your Apple Watch, and your AirPods. Which another thing too is that they're releasing a new AirPod case that will support wireless charging now. Has a little LED indicator in the front now, so you just basically place it on there and it'll start charging. But that's pretty much it. That's all that was announced. Now the iPhone 10 is going to come in 2 different colors, the space gray and also a silver, and it'll set you back for a 64 gigabyte model, $999. Not really surprised by that price. If you want to opt for the other storage option, because there's only 2 as well for the iPhone 10, the 256 model is going to set you back at $1,150. So those are the big price tags for the iPhone 10, and those will actually be launching in November 3rd to be exact, and pre-orders start on October 27th. So you still have about a month, depending when you're watching this video, to save up that money because it does have a pretty high price tag. Other than that, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these and which one will you be getting out of all these, or will you be getting everything? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts. Let's have a discussion. But other than that, hit the like button if you did enjoy this type of video. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but I'm pretty sure it was. Let me know by hitting the like button if you did enjoy it, as it not only lets me know that you enjoyed it, but it also supports the channel. And also go ahead and follow me on social media if you haven't yet. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I'll leave a link down below or right here on screen where you can follow me. And lastly, if you feel like being awesome, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified whenever I launch my next video. And also hit the bell. That will for sure tell you when I launch the video. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate your support very much. And let me know your thoughts on these products. And also let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video. All right, catch you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.